Welcome to the Famously Local podcast. Local, not local, but famous around these parts. You are on the air with the hostess with the mostest, sharing the good news that you can use as we talk, community awareness, and keep you in the know. I am Angela McNeil Woods, aliasly known as That Laura Hill Girl. And today, family, here in the building, I have Arthur Concena Jones. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yes, let's show us some love, y'all. Concena, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. It's so good to have you here, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So how's life been treating you?
Very, very, very well.
Very well.
Very
You get
well.
moved?
Yes.
Okay. You had a busy day today, though.
I did.
Yeah. So tell us about a little bit about that day. So today you had, was it your first book signing?
This is my very first book signing.
Okay. I love it. I love it. And where was it held at today?
It was at my church, which is Taking the City Ministry.
Taking the City Ministry.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, y'all, shout out to Taking the City Ministry, Pastor Gill, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And I want to give a quick shout out. We're going to give a shout out to singer, songwriter Shaka, Miss Shaka Sin, because it was her referral, that's bringing us together.
Yes.
So had she not done that, I would have missed this beautiful book and meeting somebody just as beautiful as you. So thank you, Shaka. Love, love, love. All right, now we're going to get down to it. Woo! Now, Concena, I know in a brief conversation that we had, I found out that you were from California.
Yes, that is true.
Okay. What part of California?
I am from LA.
LA?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that's now, so locally, who are you or how did you get here? What's your Carolina tie?
Well, I have no family ties. We wanted to change the pace, and my mom thought that the name Rock Hill sounded cute, so we took the Greyhound out here with one bag apiece.
Stop playing, girl. I love your mama. Huh?
That is the real story.
I love that. Just took a chance.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so I have to ask for your mama, ain't Cody 11512. She like Rock Hill too.
Yes. We love it out here.
It's good. Y'all like the weather? It. The weather's different, ain't it?
Yeah, I did not like it at first. The humidity was killing me.
Yeah, you can see. You still going. You already know the hairdo be like, get them pictures real quick. Oh wow! Well, welcome to the Carolinas. Okay, I'm so glad you guys are here, man. And I also love your cool social handle that you have, Step for Christ. All right, now. So is there a backstory to that? Tell me what Step for Christ means.
So that's when I was battling between good and evil, and I finally made the decision, to step for Christ, and that's how I came up with the name.
Okay, cause see, my mind was way over there. I'm thinking you was down with D4L, You don't know nothing about that, do you? Okay. I used to love to see them little girls do that, but some of that stuff was a little wrong with y'all doing too much. Okay, we'll talk about it later. But anyway, so Stepping for Christ is so much better than what I was thinking. Okay. Oh my goodness, honey, this is beautiful, huh? So now, no praise dancing.
I did start praise dancing.
Okay.
For Taking the City Ministry, and I did dance in California. I did hip hop.
See, Stepping for Christ. That's what you was doing. You still doing that?
Yes.
Yeah, I know you are, especially over there. That church don't play. Oh, I love y'all over there. Yes, honey. So we got the backstory about Stepping for Life, metaphorically speaking. And so before becoming an author, what were you doing before?
I was just doing my thing, just doing anything really. I was
working.
Lost. I'll just be honest. I was lost. Yes, I was working.
Okay.
Yes. But I just started to wanting to try something new.
Yeah.
And started wanting a change of lifestyle. Yeah, I was working, but I wanted to try something different too. I know there was more to life. So I was like, okay, let me write a book.
Let you write a book. Mm-hmm. And we're going to get into that thing. Because, it's got to be a little bit deeper than that. Let's write a book. Let's start working work. So as time went on, now before I start though, now, have you always wanted to be an author?
So I always did write and have a heart to write books, especially when I was younger. My grandpa, he used to staple my books together and say he wanted to get them published. Yeah. But he passed away.
Oh, okay. Sorry to hear that. Yeah.
So I did it myself.
You did it. Okay. Wow. Okay. So you see what I'm saying? There's mold in there. There's mold in there now. So as time went on, So, you was already writing and you had this nagging feeling you just wanted to go ahead and move forward with the process, right?
Yes.
Okay. But what inspired you to write a children's book?
I knew that I had some type of desire in me, which is probably not my desire, but God's desire for children, because they are our next generation.
Yeah.
So I knew that I wanted to inspire children. I like seeing kids, they're real young and innocent. And I knew that would be somewhere I could start, was a children's book. I knew I would be able to relate enough to write that.
I like that. That's real good. That's real good because, and it's so needed right now. It's so much going on. It's crazy. Now, but when you were younger, did you have a favorite book or books?
I did. Junie B. Jones.
You said Junie B?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. We got to write that down. I know what you're talking about. So did that kind of shape you also?
Yeah, because she was an odd character. She really was. She was her own. She was very odd. But I was too. So I really loved her series.
Okay. All right, we're gonna put people on to that, but we want people to be on today about Concena Jones. Okay. All right. Now, I want to make sure they have your handles. So on TikTok, it's Stepper for Christ, and it's STEPPA, the number 4 in Christ. Okay. So make sure you guys go there, and it's also the same on Instagram, correct?
Yes.
Okay, good. Y'all go ahead and look at her handle. She got some fun stuff on there. And I like how you was getting hyped promoting your book, Snow Allegra. I started singing the song today. I was like, okay, she ready. She's not playing around. That's good. Now, so I want you to tell us about your book, Hannah's Wonderful Way. You guys just look at that cover. That is beautiful. All right, so tell us briefly about Hannah.
So I wrote about Hannah. I feel like I related to the character. She was somebody who was secluded, maybe just not like the other kids she felt like. So I related to that character, and I liked the name Hannah. Mm-hmm. And I also really like butterflies. My mom's name means butterfly in Persian.
Oh, that's what
it is.
And
it also symbolizes new life.
Tell us your mom's name.
Her name is Parvaneh.
Parvaneh.
Yes.
Y'all do not be stealing her name. That's a bad name, though, girl. I know the guys ran your mama down, child. And so, what you say it is in
so that's in Persian.
In Persian,
it means butterfly.
It's beautiful. I love it. See, I love the story, honey. It's a backstory to it. Now. So, was it hard to come up with the title, though?
It wasn't actually. No. It wasn't.
Okay.
It wasn't. I did some thinking on it, though. I put some thought behind it.
Okay. Now, but what made Hannah stand out? What made her the main character outside of the name? Because you got a whole.
Because she looks so awkward. I know that I was like that. I didn't probably dress like other people did.
Yeah.
And she just kind of looks awkward standing off to the side with her hands in her pocket, doesn't really know what to do.
And that really happens. That really happens. I mean, from the little kids, even to the adult ones. Mm-hmm. And these new bullies, they on a whole nother level.
It's way worse. Social media now, too, to be bullied on, too.
Yeah.
These kids are on social media.
Right. And see,
so it's a lot different.
That's what I mean, y'all, about that social media. Ooh, that right there in itself is scary. Scary all along. But, I'm glad you did that, though, because, you're not the only one. There's so many people that feel and think different ways. And, and it's weird that you say that, right? Because I remember when we were talking and I saw the title of your book, right? So in my mind went to something beautiful that a friend of mine, I have a friend that's in Miami. And her name is Dorothy Ross. Hi, Dorothy. And she created this space called Hannah's House. And it's a place for women to come to, for new beginnings. But, the basis, think about it now. So my mindset went biblically. And after me and you conversed a little bit, right? It was cool because it's still the connection. So let's dive deep into that connection. Because some people know that the story of Hannah in the Bible is dealing with her being a woman that's barren, that couldn't bear children, right?
Right.
Okay, so you say to yourself, now how did she get this out in a children's book? How was the mindset? Well, she couldn't have kids, but God. Okay, let's talk about God, right? So the connection was made strong because it teaches the value of patience and compassion towards others. And in your book, she felt different, right? Okay. And then the little friend that she met that came over to her. I read that thing, girl. And so when her friend came over, her friend felt different too. So that's where the compassion came from for each other, So that's how I'm linking it,
giving
right?
her somebody to relate to.
Yeah. So I'm gonna dive a little deep into it now. So we, in the world, people are dealing with a lot of. We're talking about bullying, people being taunted and judgment, So and it's all too common, But it relates to the fact of as to how they both felt different. And I also learned in that story the three F's. The three F's was that Hannah was fervent in prayer, right? And the second thing was she was the faithfulness of God. And number three, the fulfillment of God's promise in her life. The three F's. So we said fervent prayer, faithfulness of God, and fulfillment of God's promise in her life. And it's the same as to your life and any young person's life, that God works in mysterious ways and he has a greater plan. You know what I'm saying? So being different, he still got a greater plan for you. That's where I went. That's how deep I went to that thing. I had to come up out of that thing.
Right.
And so it was just beautiful to be able to see it in multiple ways. Wow. So this is purpose. I mean, the name Hannah, that's powerful in itself, girl. I said, look at her showing out now. And so you guys make sure now, where can they go purchase this? Because I want to make sure that when they go, is it Amazon?
This is out on Amazon. The links are in my bio on Instagram as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Because that's where I got mine on Amazon.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I want to get some more. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now, so I want you to think of something fun right quick. If your book was a cartoon or a movie, who would you want to be in it?
Wow. If my book was a cartoon or a movie, who would I want to be in it?
Yeah, who would be the lead character? Who would be Hannah? It could be a man too. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I thought about that. Chris Rock.
I would honestly have a kid play Hannah. Like you're talking about, like as far as voice acting. Yeah, I would let it. Hannah, because I think they would do the best at being a kid because they are a kid.
See, get me right. Get me right, okay? Now, what age group is the book intended for?
So it's intended for 3 to 11.
Okay, 3 to 11. Okay, and y'all, as y'all can see now, I love it as an adult, so it can be for everybody. It just depends.
I also put that as well.
Yeah, that's
my
right.
description.
That's now, so what's some things that kids have said about the book that surprised you or that delighted you?
I've heard they loved it. I believe I got a lot more feedback from the adults. The kids, they're so ready to go. They just run off with the book. They got the book and they read.
Yeah. I love that. So, and it was today. So you had kids that were there.
Yes.
Oh, did you read a little bit?
They were reading their books while they were eating, but like I said, with their food, they run off and they're gone.
So what's the favorite part of your story?
As far as in the book,
yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. I believe my favorite part is introducing the character Selah, just to show that biracial connection too as well. Because when I was a kid, I didn't grow up like racism is taught, I believe. So
yes, ma'am.
I like that interaction between the two, and I like her being a little bit older and being able to comfort her too. Yeah, I think that's always good.
Yeah. And it was so good. I can't wait till they get their hands. More of you guys get your hands on this book. Now, so what was the hardest part of writing your first children's book? Did you have any issues?
I definitely did. I believe the hardest part was just knowing what to put on each page. I had the story written down, but just knowing how to break it up into 32 pages was the hardest part.
I bet. Did you stay up a lot of nights?
I did. I definitely did.
Mom not make you go to bed.
I had to. My daughter, she's 1 year old, so I would have to put her down to go to sleep and then work on my book some more.
So I
definitely did.
Running the night off.
I definitely did.
So how does your daughter feel about Hannah? Do you read it to her? I
have read it to her. She doesn't really sit through the whole story. Okay. She's very
active. Well, Soon you gonna be telling the book now. That's good. I love it. And make sure you take pictures with her, holding that book, girl.
Yes,
I'm about to cry about that thing, honey. Okay, so you did say you have had some parents and educators that have read the book.
Yes.
And what is their response to the book? They like it too.
They really loved it. I had a couple of them wanting to take them up to some libraries, the schools, to just get more schools involved with the book as well.
Yeah. See, that's good because that means they're gonna help you promote it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And now I love your book cover. Did you collaborate with any illustrators? Or?
I did not.
You didn't?
I did not.
Okay, girl. So what you trying to say? Did you drew that?
So no, I did not draw it.
Okay.
Technology is advancing.
Yes. No way. Okay. So what was the process like?
So
Oh,
so you could there's definitely things out there that you can pay for that will help you as far as illustrating, but also not just taking the picture. You still have to put your own work and your own twist into it. But on Amazon, you do have to put and mention that you did use some AI to help you generate images.
Okay.
So that's how I do it.
It's funny because even with with your own YouTube channel, they'll ask certain things about having AI or no,
Mm-hmm.
Now, as to the visual style or the tone of the book, I love that you mentioned your mom's name, meaning butterfly. So that was a part of it, right? So you wanted this whimsical look.
Yes, I did. I
that's
did. I thought it was beautiful. I wanted it to look aesthetically pleasing
Definitely.
to the eye.
Yeah, definitely.
And I tried to think, okay, what would catch my eye? Okay, let me do something like that.
Yeah. See, and Hannah got something on her mind right there. She kind of got something on her mind right there. And I just loved it, girl. I just felt like I was out in the garden. I could see me posted up on a tree, just reading. Want everybody to leave me alone, let me read my book. And I'll tell y'all all about it. Like, this is so good. This is good. Now, so what advice would you give to someone who wants to write a children's book?
So I definitely tell them, for one, you gotta have the patience. It seems like it's a overnight thing, but it's definitely not. Mm-hmm. So I would say, for one, have patience. I would say talk to some other children.
Okay.
See what they have to say, see how they feel as far as interacting with other kids. I would also say to have some type of criticism from somebody. Have them look it over or just give them commentary on your book before releasing it. Right,
yeah. I'm glad you said that because I'm going to sure ask you about that now. But if you had to do anything different, in your book journey, what would you have done first?
Probably just what I just said. I would have talked to some kids.
Okay.
And I would have probably had somebody read over the book as well before releasing it.
Some more research, right?
Yes.
Okay. How about funds? Is it a lot?
No, it's actually not. So it's not a lot.
Okay.
It's not. I thought it would be, but once I seen that it wasn't, I was like, let me just go ahead and write it.
That's good. See, we wanna make sure so y'all, they hear your story, so they'll know to not be afraid. To step out.
You don't need a whole bunch of money. I thought the same thing, and I was like, you really don't. And it also depends on what you plan on doing. Do you want to do you want to do the pictures yourself, or do you want to have somebody help you publish it? But really, it's not costly at all.
It's good
if you're willing to put the work in.
Are you familiar with Fiverr?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I did look on there.
Okay.
So I did not use Fiverr, but on my next book, I plan on using Fiverr to create the consistency of the characters.
Look at you, girl. You're going to be bad. I already know. See? Okay. And so I want to talk creativity. Are you writing poems?
I don't write poems.
You don't?
That was a good question, but I don't.
Yeah. How about music?
I did write a song.
I
did.
See, I can feel it. I can feel it, for real. And so, are you currently working on anything?
I am not. I am working on the next book, but as far as any music or anything like that, I am not. I didn't ever do anything spectacular with the song, but I did put it out on YouTube just for anybody to listen to.
So it is on YouTube?
Yes, it is.
Okay, good. Okay. And where can they go to hear your song? We want to get you some fans.
So my YouTube is called Stepper Ministries. So it's just STEPPA MINISTRIES.
Okay, do it one more time. It's
STEPPA MINISTRIES.
Okay. All right, now I want to make sure. Hold on. So, do you see yourself writing more books in the future? Is there a sequel or a series?
Yes.
Yeah.
Coming.
Okay. Okay, good. All right, now. So get ready for the night of Mama over there. Now, so when is your next book signing?
My next one is next week on Friday, so I have 7 days.
Okay.
Maybe a whole week.
Mm-hmm. And have you been doing any book tours?
No, I have not.
You plan on doing some? They can reach out to you. Can people reach out to you for book tours?
I don't know what that is.
You'll be going by the schools to do a reading just like you did.
Oh,
yeah.
You know, I actually, honestly, when I wrote the book, I didn't even think of the things that would come from me writing the book. So I didn't expect to do a book signing and all those things. So no, I don't know about a book tour yet. It's a whole new world.
This is I love it. I love it for you. I love it. I know you're ready for the challenge. You know.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm up for it.
So I want you to think heavy now, because when people start reaching out to you, hypothetically, if how far in advance, would they have to give if they need for you to come and do a book signing and then ask you to do a read while you're there?
I would say at least a week.
At least a week?
At least a week in advance, yes.
Okay, and you can change anytime because it's your book, it's your situation, right? Now, will you be at the pop-ups at any markets or anything?
So no, I have not planned anything like that. I planned on going by some daycares that I knew of that Shaka referred me to. Yeah. I plan on linking with a radio host, but as far as anything other than that, I have not.
Okay.
I've just been moving, and then something will get thrown at me.
We have had several authors that came on the show, and when I tell you that they are strong in the markets and at the pop-up shops, they do so good, and that really has been helping them sell their book. Make sure you keep that book in the car, okay? Keep you some books in the car, and because sometimes people want to purchase right then,
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. And I have also thought about I know they have an open mic too somewhere that they just told me about.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I know here they do it. I think it's every second Saturday of the month. And you have a direct line to talk to Miss Shaka. She can tell you more about that. Now, okay, so again, give the people your social media handles.
So it is Stepper for Christ. That's my Instagram and my TikTok. STEPPA for the number Christ.
All right, and they can purchase your books on Amazon.
Amazon.
Okay. Now, Concena, we wish you nothing, girl, but success in your venture. And I'm just looking so forward to more of what you're going to do in the future. I'm waiting on the next book. Make sure you let us know. But we're going to stay in connection with you. Okay? All right. We're so proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Honey. Okay? Yes. All right, family. She's definitely local, not local, but famous around these parts. Y'all be blessed.